The following operator training video for the Hobart Waste Equipment System is a supplement to the operator manual that came with your system. If you have any questions concerning operation, please consult your manual. The Hobart Waste Equipment System prepares waste materials for disposal using a self-contained or a remote pulper and water press. Paper, plastic, foil, and food waste are fed into the pulper, shredded into small pieces, and mixed with water to make slurry. The water press lifts the slurry using a stainless steel screw inside a perforated tubular screen. The water is squeezed out and passes through the screen. It is then pumped back into the pulper for reuse. The slurry is compacted to a semi-dry pulp, exiting through the discharge chute to a waste container. Warning: rotating parts inside. Keep hands out. Do not operate without 1. Electrical interlock on pulper cover. 2. Electrical interlock on water press discharge chute. Covers must be closed and the discharge chute must be in place. The power disconnect to the machine may be provided by the building electric system or by turning the handle of the wall-mounted control box off. To start the system, make sure the main power switch on the wall-mounted control box is in the on position. Close the pulper drain valve by either moving the lever on the manual drain valve to the closed position or by pressing the switch for the motorized drain valve if it is so equipped. Ensure the door on the water press is installed. Make sure the cover on the discharge chute is lowered into the closed position. Unlock the stop button by moving the locking lever to the side. The machine begins to fill with water. When the machine has filled to the proper level, the green ready light on the start button will be lit. Press the start button and wait until there is a continuous flow of return water. Begin feeding waste to the pulper down the flush trough. Applications will vary widely. However, the following conditions could occur and should be monitored. The waste system is designed for continuous uniform feeding. The feed rate should not exceed 60 pounds in a 3-minute period. Overfeeding reduces the machine's rated operating capacity. If waste material is delivered in large plastic bags, tear open the bag and feed one at a time. Unopened bags can fill with air and float, hampering machine operations. Foaming is caused by contaminants in the water or by certain materials in the waste, such as glue and corrugated cardboard. A chemical defoaming agent can be added to reduce this condition. Consult your chemical supplier. Do not feed glass or metal containers. Glass and metal containers are highly abrasive and accelerate machine wear. Do not feed rags, mop heads, wooden crates, oyster or clam shells, or heavy uncooked bones into the pulper. The waste system cannot efficiently reduce the volume of these items. Caution: heavy masonry materials, tramp iron, and other materials of this nature can damage the cutters and seriously impair the pulper's ability to handle materials of any kind. When shutting down for short periods, it is necessary to run the pulper until all the waste has been pumped out of the tank. During normal operations, there should be a strong flow of water returning to the pulper via trough or tray flush from the water press. This flow is a clue to the performance of the machine, since a sharp reduction in this flow indicates the pulper is overloaded. If this occurs, stop feeding for a few minutes until the return water resumes its normal flow. Avoid slugging the machine with greasy products or overloading the pulper with bread or pastry. Mix these items with bulky waste such as paper or corrugated boxes. The pulper will always perform better with clean water. It's good practice to drain the machine of dirty water after every meal cycle. It is recommended that the garbage receptacle be no taller than the bottom of the discharge chute. Empty the receptacle whenever necessary. The following shutdown procedure must be followed before performing necessary cleaning and maintenance duties. With the pulper still running, push the empty run selector switch to prevent the system to be shut down automatically. The green start switch light will flash continuously, indicating the pulper is in the empty mode. The pulper will stop when the shutdown timer has timed out. Do not add additional waste when the unit is operating in the empty cycle. If additional material needs to be added after the empty cycle has started, push the empty run switch at any time and return to normal feeding. To continue shutdown, press the stop button and engage the locking attachment. Move the lever on the drain valve to the open position, or push the button to open the motorized drain valve if it is so equipped. Turn off the electrical power by turning the main power switch on the remote control box to the off position. Refer to page 14 of your maintenance instructions for additional shutdown procedures. Cleaning requires only a few minutes daily, but must be done daily. Note, if daily cleaning schedules are not followed, the machine will become unsightly and odors will develop. A hose with a good quality lever-operated nozzle should be available, preferably with hot water for cleanup of both the machine and the surrounding area. Warning: disconnect the electric power supply at the main control box. Place a tag at the disconnect switch indicating that you are working on the circuit. Clean the pulper tank of any non-pumpable material. Use care, glass or other sharp items can be present in the pulper. Wash the interior of the tank with a hose, suitable brush, detergent, and deodorant or other cleaning solution. Be sure to clean the underside of the upper shell flange. Remove the water press cover. Using a hose, wash down the water press screen and interior walls of the water press and pulper tank. Take care to avoid spraying the chemical pump. Wipe down the equipment exterior. It is not necessary to dig out the plug of pulp remaining at the top of the water press screw. After the machine has been cleaned, wash down the floor. Replace the water press cover, and the system is now ready for the start procedure again. Cleaning compounds used with the waste system should combine 5 important features: detergency, disinfection, pH buffering, odor control, and biodegradability. Consult your chemical supplier for recommendations. Motors should be kept free of dirt, and ventilation openings must not be restricted. Check the power handle on the main control to see if it is off. Check to see if there is enough water in the machine. The water level should be 1 inch above the sizing ring. If the pulper is jammed, the red light on the stop switch will flash. If the water press is jammed, check to see if the discharge chute outlet is obstructed, or if the trash container is full of pulp and is backing up the discharge chute. If the machine will not drain, or drains very slowly, check the pulper to see if the drain screen on the bottom of the pulper is full of debris. For further troubleshooting, see the troubleshooting section of your manual. This concludes the operator training for the Hobart Waste Equipment System.